Alex, thank you for hanging out.
Thank you for
This
having
is
me.
this
How
is
you
a full
doing?
circle moment because I mean, many moons ago, I saw you guys at Warp Tour. I know you
Oh,
probably
no
don't
way.
reckon. Yes, I mean, I had blue hair and angry eyeliner then, and
Love
leather
it.
cuffs.
That's amazing. Well, it's good to see you again.
Yes, yes.
I kind of love those full circle moments. I feel like I've been having a bunch of those lately with like people I met on the Warped Tour, stuff like that. That's amazing.
I know. I was telling my sisters about, and they were like, "Oh my god!" And then we got in like this Warp Tour like K-hole of music, of just like Coheed and My Chemical Romance. I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm just like spiraling over here. I need to refocus. But
Yeah, I love it.
oh no, good times. We even say we're like, you've either been to Warp Tour, or you haven't. Like that's just the
I
vibe.
know.
Like,
I feel like I really feel for the generations of kids that aren't going to get to attend. I hope Kevin brings it back in some form or another with like everything that's going on in rock and emo and pop punk and everything right now.
right,
It's sort of like there's a resurgent moment happening, and it's like, what better than to have the Warp Tour make its return around that kind of thing. But
totally.
yeah, I feel for
We
people that
miss
never
that.
got to go.
I
Yeah,
know. I went to too many. So and that's what we said too. Like if you survive Warp Tour, like you're gonna be okay in life. Like
that was it.
you're
That's if you
immune to some
learned
diseases and you can hang with any crew. But
100%. If you learn the ropes on Warp Tour, you're set for life.
right. So congrats on, I mean, life in general, but the album just turned one.
Yeah,
Wake Up
so
Sunshine.
cool.
I judge an album based on, is it going to save me 6 hours into a road trip? Like, can I listen to this front to back without fast forwarding a song? And that's the album.
That's huge. Thank you. I mean, in this day and age as well, I feel like a lot of people in the car get that like song ADD where it's like everybody skips ahead to the next song, skips ahead to the next song. So thank you for saying that. It's like a true honor to know that you listen front to back.
And I did because I just moved back from Virginia. So I had it ended up being almost 20-hour drive, but
Wow.
it was a great album just to, that's what it did. And you guys got you're hitting chakras over here with some of these lines, man. It's like spoken word on some of
Oh
these
man.
things. Like
Thank you.
you gotta get back up to learn a deal. That's a tattoo right there. I mean, that could be trouble is you're a part of me. That one hit me in my throat.
Wow. This is
I
awesome.
mean, yeah, I mean, I'm a fan, so obviously.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. That means the world. I mean, we put a lot into that record, and like it came from a really genuine, honest place. And a lot of those lines kind of wrote themselves. You know, it was one of those records where we were we were in the studio and then we rented a house. So all four of us were living under one roof and just making music the way we used to make it
I read that
12
y'all were in
years
the
ago.
desert, huh?
Yeah. And so like, I don't know, it really there's something special about it. And a lot of that stuff, those moments, those uh, little things that we captured, it came really naturally. It was like me sitting on a couch with an SM7 mic, like singing a demo vocal. And a lot of that stuff is what made it onto the record. So yeah, I mean, it's just sometimes those like not overthinking it, those really pure moments in production can be like the most valuable.
Yeah, and even on the track "Wake Up Sunshine," I don't know if anybody's called this out, or maybe it was the herbal tea I had last night, but y'all got kind of Houses of the Holy Zeppelin there when you start going on that. Oh, I said,
That
oh,
that dreamy bridge, yeah. I mean,
yes,
it's like we took a little departure. We had to float for a minute. It was like
yes,
I love like that sort of like classic rock psychedelic like there's a little bit of Sergeant Pepper's Beatlesy vibes in there and
yes,
definitely some Zeppelin and all that. Yeah, I mean that's what I grew up listening to, so it's kind
yeah.
of just like etched away in the back of my mind, so every now and then that stuff kind of slips through.
It was lovely to hear. It was a nice
Thank
surprise
you.
too. But
Thank you.
so when that happens,
Really gassing me up right now. I
oh, good.
apologize.
Hey, I'm not. I was a hype girl at Warp Tour. Nothing has changed, but the hair. So, but that happens. You guys release this album. I mean, what's that next conversation? Because the world just kind of shut down. It drops out from the bottom of you. I mean, what
Yeah.
are you guys just looking at each other like, we're just gonna take this to social?
Yeah, I mean that's really all we had to do. Like it was one of those situations where it's like it comes back to like things I've learned in therapy for myself. It's like control what you can control.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that the carpet was really pulled out on all of us last year, and we kind of lost a lot of the stuff we were used to, and all of the approaches that we anticipated having to promoting the record and getting out there and playing it for people, like that all went away. So it was really like control what you can control and really own the stuff that we still had the ability to do, which was make more music,
Yeah.
connect like this virtually, put on live stream concerts and stuff like that. And it just, there were no bad ideas. I think our philosophy during last year was really like, there are no bad ideas. There are no wrong turns right now. We should just try whatever we can, and whatever
Yeah.
works and whatever makes people happy, we'll keep doing. And we learned a lot from that. You know, I think it helped us connect with our fan base, and with
Yeah.
a whole new audience, with like the success of Monsters and now Once in a Lifetime. You know, it's been really, really valuable for us. And
I know Monsters bop, Once in a Lifetime bop. Love the video. It took me to like when I used to go pool hopping in high school. Like that's like the vibes I got.
That's kind of, it was a throwback to that. It was a throwback to us being bad kids in high school. But, you know, there was something metaphorical about that video, and the idea that it was this big empty house with nothing in it and no love. And, you know, I think that's sort of symbolized in a lot of ways, like what last year was for people.
Yeah.
And then the breaking into that house and these kids like finding each other and having a great time again, and living this sort of once in a lifetime moment. It was kind of, you know, it was meant to represent where we feel like we might be now, you know, progress and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and with this whole thing. So yeah.
Yeah. No, you get that vibe immediately.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. What are we going to now that the world's opening back up? I don't want to jinx anything, but are we going to see tours? We're getting back on the road?
My fingers are tightly crossed. I mean, you know, we're gonna do everything as safely as possible. We are deferring to, you know, what the professionals say and the experts say. We want to keep our fans safe first and foremost. But I'm really optimistic. You know, I think we are turning a corner, or starting to, and I think you know, any chance we get to safely get out and play in front of people, we're gonna seize that moment. And I'm really looking forward to it. It feels good. It feels hopeful.
Yeah, I think your fans are ready for it. And I mean, props to y'all for, I don't know when you took off during quarantine. You guys were like the only ones not doing anything, like the videos. I mean, seeing Jack as Borat, like just things we were not ready for. You dropped a rose. I mean, did you just drop a comic book too?
Yeah, we have a graphic novel coming out in a few months. I think towards the end of the summer. It was an exciting thing for us because it harks back to our last album, Last Young Renegade. And it was this record that we did that was a little bit more heady in concept. And we never got to fully flesh out some of the story arcs on that and what those songs were talking about. And so the graphic novel kind of starts tying some of that together for, you know, the fans that want a continuation of that story. So it's a really exciting platform for us to get to work in, and kind of new ground. You know, it's all been about breaking new ground. And that's the same with the rosé, the same with the coffee, all of it, just kind of like getting our hands into new things and new ways to connect with our audience.
They're mixologists, they're musicians, they're writers.
I mean,
all y'all need now is like a makeup line, and you got it all set. You're covered on all.
That's a good idea. I really want to do candles.
Oh, I love a good candle.
Yeah, candles are huge, right? I find myself collecting so many different smells, and now I want to
you got to. That's dude, do it. And you can even have like one of your lines from your songs like around it for motivation. And are you still I hope you guys go on tour this year, and I hope you finally get to collaborate with Ludacris. Is that still a dream of yours?
Ludacris? Yes, absolutely. Hands down.
I'm going to blame the herbal tea, but I was thinking about this last night. Okay, All Time Low, right? ATL. Where does Ludacris live? AT. It's meant to be.
I like it.
It's meant to be.
I like it.
Take one of the old school songs, just get back in the strip club, do a whole video. I mean, it would just be so nostalgic for everybody. And Luda would be into it.
I think so. I'm making the call right now. Right as soon as this is over, I'm calling Luda.
Do that ATL Connect. When was the last time y'all were in New Orleans? I don't even remember.
Man, probably 2019, maybe 2018. But
this last year has felt like 3 years, so it's like.
Yeah, I know. It's all a bit of a time warp and a blur. But like, I want to say we definitely went through at some point during the last record cycle, and we had a lot of fun. We had some friends in town. It was great. And I was gonna
say, tell me, you got to tell me something crazy that happened in New Orleans. Like last time I was in New Orleans, what?
I mean, to be honest, like we didn't do anything too crazy, but like I will say, we have this one bar that we love going to. I'm blanking on the name now, but it's all the way at the far end of of the main strip. And it's like this old bar. It's been there for hundreds of years. And they have like a
Lafitte's?
piano. Maybe? Is there like a piano player?
Oh
Does
God,
that sound
that's like a
right?
spooky bar everywhere around here.
And you kind of like you sit around the piano and it's I don't know, it's a good vibe. We always go there every time. And
Yeah.
it's super fun.
That's awesome. Well, I hope you guys get to come back. Everybody's
too.
loving. I mean, Monsters is a smash. Y'all kill it live too.
Thank you so much.
Kill it. Love when it comes
you.
on. Love when I play it. Once in a lifetime. Y'all check out that video too. It's great. It's nostalgic. Y'all's lyrics. You guys are poets. So I mean, this album is just front to back. Congratulations. Jeez.
You're too kind. Thank you for saying that. Seriously. And thank you for the support on the songs. Like it means the world, especially again, just going back to like the fact that we haven't had touring and all that to kind of like get us through, all the love that we've seen like with the songs connecting at radio and with new audiences has just been so cool. So
Yeah.
thank you.
And you guys have really taken it next level on the socials too. I mean, that's like, you probably did more on that than you would have if you had been on tour, like there's a whole new world.
You absolutely have to. And I think it's cool because we've taken a lot away from that. We've learned a lot from connecting with people in those new ways. And I think, going forward, even as things start to shift and get back to normal, I think we'll still be able to, carry some of what we learned over and continue to do some of these virtual shows and connect with people in that way as well. There was something really cool about like when we did our first virtual show and we realized that there were people all simultaneously around the world watching.
That's wild.
There was something really special about that even transcended like having everybody in a room. There was just something cool about knowing there were people, in South America and Asia and, the Middle East and the States and Europe. Like it was so cool. It was like this big family. It was great.
That would never have happened right under one venue. So it was just like nobody's there, but everybody's there from everywhere. That just has to be another level vibe.
It was great. It was really cool.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. If you're one of the only people not following them on social media, I mean, you guys are all over the place. So do that. Download, stream, tattoo once in a lifetime on your body somewhere. And I mean, again, Wake Up Sunshine, awesome album. And congrats. I hope you guys come back soon.
Thank you so much. We will. The second it's safe, we will be there. I can't wait.
All right, Alex. And you are a fellow Sagittarius. So
yes,
I knew you'd be good people.
Let's go.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you so
Alex,
much.
bye.
See you around.